We will be ready to go. Here they come, Hart and Eaton. This is going to be a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. And we're looking forward to a good one here. Introducing at 227 pounds from Huntsville, Alabama, with his manager Jimmy Hart carrying the stick, Beautiful Bobby Eaton. Going against him from Australia, 214 pounds, the superstar, Bill Dundee. This match, one fall, 15-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun, the referee.
Okay, we're about ready for the bell to go. Bell time, and here we go. Dundee and Beautiful Bobby. I'm going to ask a friend of mine, Jimmy Cornette, to come in and sit down. I think many of you folks who've been around wrestling for quite some time have seen Jimmy, and if you don't know him by name, you certainly know him by seeing him there with that camera. Jimmy is one of the most prolific photographers in all of the wrestling world. He's had many, many stories and items in Wrestling News magazine. He has been kind of the spark plug behind Championship Wrestling magazine. And now, Jimmy, as I said, I've known for a good many different years. Jimmy and his mother, and they're at all of the matches. We see him around, and Jimmy has told me that he's going to get into the wrestling business and the managerial end of it. And Jimmy, I think it's awfully interesting that you are going to take that avenue of wrestling.
Well, Lance, first of all, I appreciate the opportunity to come out here today, and I always enjoy it, especially with the introductions you give me. And that's exactly right. I've made the statement around the area several times. I'll make it here again for the benefit of the people that don't know about it. All my life, I've loved professional wrestling, and since I'm not big enough to be a wrestler myself, the only way I'll be directly involved is to be a manager. Now, you know, the word manager brings up a lot of negative connotations with people. They think of Jimmy Hart standing right over here, and Jim Dillon. And I don't want to be like that because, Lance, you see, like I've said before, I have an advantage. I come from a wealthy family. My mother has money. And I want to use this advantage to get into the wrestling profession.
Well, I think that's fine, Jim. Let me ask you this. Who do you like in terms of wrestlers that you would like to try to sign up?
Well, as I've said, since I'm investing my mother's money in this, and she said that I could do it if I wanted to, I don't want to invest in someone like Bobby Eaton, Sweet Brown Sugar, people like that. I don't want to invest my mother's money in trash, actually. What I'm looking for, and I've been talking to different wrestlers, including Jerry Lawler, Bill Dundee, Steve Kern, Stan Lane, anyone that I think I could get along with personally as well as professionally, because I want someone with some class, and Hart's men don't have it.
Well, then, as I understand it, you will be in competition with Jimmy Hart. You won't be on the same side as the first family.
Well, I sincerely hope it won't be competition, because I don't want him to be any competition to me. I'd like to run him completely out of this area, along with anyone else. J.J. Dillon, whatever.
In the ring, Bill Dundee and Beautiful Bobby.
See that? The guy's a loudmouth.
Yes. I don't think anybody would argue with you that. Bill Dundee and Beautiful Bobby in action up there as we are sitting talking with Jimmy Cornette, who, well, let me ask you, have you gotten into any serious negotiations yet? Are you close to signing anybody, Jimmy?
I've been talking to a lot of people. I don't really know whether I should call any negotiations serious yet or not.
Put on the rope, pardon me, just a moment in there as the Bill Dundee got a 2 count on him. But Billy was pretty well at home as he had that foot up there on the rope. Beautiful Bobby now with that right hand clobbering away, and the referee calls for a break, gets one right back to the throat, and the referee is going to get another break in here, Jimmy.
Dundee's a fantastic wrestler. There's almost no way to beat him. You can't keep his shoulders down. But as I was saying before, I don't want to call any negotiations serious yet because I want to keep all options open. But what I've done is I've contacted a number of people that have been in the sport for quite some time in an advisorial capacity, to be an advisor, trainer, whatever, because there's a lot of aspects of the business I don't know about. The business dealings, contracts. I know the sport. The business negotiations is what I'm going to have to learn about.
Well, I would say this to anybody who's getting into a different, new kind of business. I certainly am not telling you what to do, but you want to be careful when you invest your mother's money into buying talent in there, so you'll need to know a lot about it, I think.
I
Jimmy.
definitely want to be careful, but as I've said, I've loved professional wrestling all my life, and this is my dream to be directly involved. And as such, since I've followed it this long and studied it, I know at least the professional side of most of the wrestlers currently active in the country. I've just got to find out about the personal sides because I've said I want some with class. I don't want to invest my mother's money foolishly. But when I went to her and I said, Mama, I want to be a manager. This is what I want to do with my life. She said, whatever makes you happy, because this is the only thing, Lance, in my life that I've not gotten that I wanted. And now I'm going to have this too with her help.
Well, that's very fortunate, Jimmy. Bill Dundee, boy, I'll tell you what, he and Eaton have had one of those classic fireball matches, and we knew it. Jimmy Hart up in the ring. Now, let me advise you one thing. Don't take up any of the... Uh-oh! Here comes Sweet Brown Sugar. Now...
No class. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is ridiculous.
Disqualification will be against Beautiful Bobby, and the winner is going to be Bill Dundee by disqualification. But Sugar comes in, jumps in with Bobby Eaton and Jimmy. Here comes Steve Kearns. Terry, don't run off, Jim. Now, they're not going to bother you over here. Just stick around.